My loves, what is up? So, I was originally going to do Tipsy Tuesday again. However, I got this in the mail. I did not expect it this quick. I got my 90210 palette from Sola Look. I ordered this like late Friday. I'm talking, well, late for me. Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they shipped it Saturday and it got here today. Major props to Sola Look. I am so excited. I've been wanting this. I wanted to get it the night that launched, but Yebra was poor, as always. So we're just going to open this up because I can guarantee just by the look of the packaging that this is going to be a better opening than the last one. We all remember that experience. I'm thrilled. I'm going to open this and then show it off, and then we'll do other fun stuff. Oh, their boxing is pretty. They seriously packed this so well. Here we go. Oh my gosh. They had everyone shook with this. No lie. Okay, I'm going to keep the wrapping paper because it's magnificent. Here it is. I did not know it had a slip cover. That is so cool. I'm trying to be careful. Oh, I got some prizes. Did everybody else get prizes? Darla Martin graduates. Actually, Donna was my least favorite, but I am glad that she graduated. Team Kelly, Team Brenda. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled. Oh, beautiful. These pans are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. I know how my I'm gonna try and cover up the mirror because y'all don't need to see my horrible room right now. Look at that. Look at that. They literally have 10 pans in here. Now I know there's a blush. I think these are supposed to be highlighters. I'm just gonna use them for everything. Now my only thing is the what would you call it? Like the embroidery, I guess is what you would say. Too pretty. So, but I'm gonna have to use them. I think I'll go ahead and save this one because I think that might be a little bit too extreme for me, if that's the right word. So yeah, I'm gonna save that just because I want one to have the signature like stuck on there still, but the rest are gonna totally get used. I cannot wait to dig into this. So after I get back from the store, we're finally gonna get to dig into it. But yeah, this is so cool. I am sticking it for safekeeping right now, right in my palette drawer, right next to the Mean Girls palette. It looks absolutely stunning. And the wrapping paper, I don't know where I'm going to put it, but this is getting saved. Everything's a memento, okay? So yeah. I just want to say huge thank you to Sola Look. You guys do amazing things. I'm sorry my voice sounds terrible right now. But I can't wait to order more stuff and hear from them more often. Like I said, they're super sweet. It reminds me of Macy and Mia or the Soraya store, my 3 top brands for this year. I will be back later and we will have some fun. I'll see you then, and I absolutely love you guys. Hey everybody. So I'm back. Still sick. I had to run up to the store and I took my brother to the museum to get some school cred in, and but now I'm here and I am so ready to use this. The Beverly Hills 90210 palette by Sola Look. I was gonna film Tipsy Tuesday today, however, this came in unexpected. I really did not know that I was gonna order it Friday and get it like seriously Monday. It's here. So I will actually film Tipsy Tuesday tomorrow, and I'm going to make it Tipsy Thursday, because, break the rules. Let's get to the real reason why we're here, to mourn the death of Scott Scanlon. My favorite character from the show, we will get into that later, though, as I like to say. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow. I've already prepped my eyes and done the rest of my face, but I really want to try this out with you guys, like right off the bat. So I'm excited because I've never done, I don't think I've done a first impressions. So I'm excited. So the palette is really heavy. And the really cool thing about this is there's no repeating pictures. Like literally everything is different. There's the front of the slipcover, the back of the slipcover with some info, and we have the back of the palette and the front of the palette, and inside the palette, just they really went all out for this. And as I stated earlier, I just adore Sola Look, and it's one of my favorite brands because, like I said, they're just so nice. And this is for you guys. I think you've done a phenomenal job. I haven't even used it yet, and I'm just excited. I might have sounded weird earlier when I said I wasn't going to use this one. I know my skin is just going to mess it up. It's a really pretty color, but it just, I don't know. My skin is weird, and I can tell this is just going to be a shade that is going to be like, no, your skin is trash, Aaron. And I want to keep one of them perfectly intact with the logo on it. But I will swatch it for y'all because I want you to see all the shades. Let's hop right into this look. I'm stumbling today. This is like the third time I've tried to tape this intro. So I'm just going to go for another Valentine's look, but a more tame Valentine's look. So let me first state that I'm using the shade Castle Walsh. But no, I actually was not a fan of Beverly Hills 90210. Now, y'all got to remember that I was born in 1991. Yes, I was born in 1991. I will be 28 in 2 weeks. And my mom watched this show and Melrose Place religiously. Like, I knew when it hit that time and I heard that music, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, this is how my mom tried to reason with me. She's like, Aaron, it's like Power Rangers, but they don't have powers. No, Mom, they're not Power Rangers. They don't fight monsters. They're dramatic. The boys were hot, which is, I mean, that's the only thing. I was literally like a little 4-year-old ogling Brandon because he was hot. And my mom, she had tapes, because she had actually taped the show. I want to say it came out either right before I was born or right after. It probably came out right after, because I was born February of 91. I don't know. I can't remember the exact air dates. All I know is I never liked Shannon Doherty. My partner does. He adores Shannon Doherty, but I didn't. So no, I didn't like Brenda. I think that was my main reason why I didn't like the show. I didn't like her. I did not like Donna. And Steve really was kind of pretentious, so I wasn't the biggest Steve fan either. I actually grew to love the show as a teenager because it was airing on, maybe it was SoapNet? I don't know. I want to say it was, because I watched All My Children as a teenager, and we had SoapNet, and I would binge that show and One Life to Live. So yeah, it probably was. And I watched like the first couple seasons. The one, remember where Brenda like got in a car accident with the lady and the lady was milking her for all this like insurance money, and then Brenda went to apologize and the bitch was doing exercises in the living room acting like she was hurt? That sounds like my dad. I didn't say that. But no, back to the fact that my mom used to tape this show. She would rewatch them because it was fun to her and it was torture for me, so that was a plus. But I had a huge crush on Scott Scanlon because he was, like, as a kid, I was pretty much shallow. I probably still am a little bit. And that was like my type. The blonde, dorky, blue-eyed kind of guy. I liked no other guy. No other guy on the show. Well, Brandon was okay, but he was not Scott. And the devastation that swept over my young body in the episode where Scott was twirling the gun, and I'm like, is he gonna shoot himself on accident? And he shot himself, and they had like a memorial, and then never talked about him again except for when his sister came on, and I didn't like his sister because it was that one chick from The Nanny. So that was like why I didn't. And then another one of my characters got shot. Andrew, or not Andrea, Antonia. Remember Dylan's wife? They were married for like 2 hours, and then her daddy was trying to shoot Dylan and ended up shooting her. Literally traumatized me because I really liked her, and they gunned her down hood style. That dude had silencer, and he was like, beep, 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 and she didn't stand a chance. I actually rewatched that episode the other night before I ordered this palette, and still devastated. Let's talk about these shades, because that is the real reason why we are here. I was just kind of, I like to blend, so sorry I get addicted to my art. So I'm really liking these. These go on very smooth. They're easy to blend. This shade right now I'm using is Kelly Hart's Dylan, and this is the one I was most excited about because I love true red eyeshadow, and this is a true red shadow. You could tell from the pictures and the swatches that was going to be a red, not like a brick red, not a bright red, not orangey red. This is just red, and I am loving it so far. One thing I noticed that I'm really liking about going into these shades, I'm packing it on the brush, but it doesn't come out super heavy. You know, when you do some shades and you're trying to pack it on, I don't know if you guys do this, but I just recently started doing this technique where I'll pack it on here, just exactly where I want it to kind of like end off at, and then I blend it out. I know a lot of people use that method, some people don't. I used to stay away from it because I didn't know how to blend to save my life. But yeah, it's not like it's an overpowering. They're just right. Let's put it that way. These pigments are just right. They're not too strong. They're not weak at all. Let's talk about the names. At first I didn't like it. I'm going to admit. I was like, oh, the heart thing. I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of different. But I like it now because looking at the palette, they have all of them together. The Dilly Hearts Brenda, Kelly Hearts Dylan. They have them all together, and then on the sides we have like shades based off of the school, the Peach Pit. So it's a very creative palette. I cannot stress enough how Sola Look literally got super creative with this. Admittedly, I slept on Sola Look for a while. I didn't pick up their grease palette because there was a lot of shimmers and I like my mattes. And that was like my first question when they announced this. I was like, are there mattes? And there are 4 mattes in here, which is enough for me because you don't want like not even a half to half ratio for me. Like, as long as if I have 10 eyeshadows and 4 of them are matte, I can work with that. And Sola Look delivered. Did not disappoint. Before I continue, and I apologize for the language, but who talks shit about this palette? Because a few weeks before this dropped, Sola Look was announced, like, had their Instagram story, and they were really upset because someone had, like, talk crap about it. No, please don't. Like, come on, y'all. I think this palette is superb. The packaging alone was enough. This is like one of those that you can either buy it for your collection or you can buy it to use. Me, I bought it for both because it looks really nice in my eyeshadow. I was kind of nervous at first, I'm not gonna lie. I did not realize that Castle Walsh had shimmer in it, and I try to reserve shimmers for my eyelid only. So I started putting it on, and I'm like, oh my god, it's shimmery. But it looks cool. I'm liking it, and I'm liking that it's delivering the look that I was going for. I'm just going to put a little bit of prime. It's not even primer. It's literally this. Under right chair. Yo, I can't get over that I ordered this Friday afternoon and it's here already. Like, at first when they shipped it Saturday and I had it delivered priority mail because I needed it. And at first, I like hit the tracking button as soon as I get the email, which I know does nothing but makes me look like a complete stalker. At first, Saturday night, it said that would be here Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, cool beans. I want it, but I'm not going to rush because at least I got it. I really thought that this would be sold out before I got my hands on it. But then literally Sunday morning, they're like, it's going to be there tomorrow. I'm like, oh my gosh. Thank goodness for living in Ohio where you're near everybody. Yo, seriously, now that I mentioned Scott Scanlon, I'm missing him even more now. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Morphe brush that Twin Toriel sent me and kind of buff out the red just slightly. Because every once in a while, I like that look where it's kind of fanned out and dramatic. I'm literally just going to go ahead and go with Emily Hart's Brandon and put it all over the lid. And actually, this is the weird thing. I just now noticed this. Let me see if I can get a close-up over here. All of them have red hearts except Emily Hart's Brandon. And I'm wondering if there's something behind that. Someone is like, this relationship was doomed. So usually what I do with shimmer shades is I go ahead and I kind of pack it on. This is not a tutorial. I'm just walking y'all through what I'm wanting to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some ever so gently on my finger. Like that. And pop it on just to add some depth to that sucker. And it looks good. Ooh, I like this. It's a little bit darker than I thought it was. But I'm liking it. These shades are so smooth. I cannot get over. They're like velvety. And there's not really, to be honest, you know how sometimes you get palettes and they're literally falling out like my relatives do at funerals. You know, some palettes, they have, like, the shimmers, they have a lot of fallout. This is not. There is a little bit, but probably because I got Paul Bunyan hands and I'm heavy-handed in digging into these suckers. These shades are like, okay, bro, slow down. See, already now, my clumsy behind has already put a dent into the logo into this shade. That's why I really want to preserve Beverly Hills Beach Club. Even though I would like to use it, I don't think it would look good on me because, like I said, my skin be doing some extra. But I really want to use it, but I want one to stay intact. I really do. And I would keep Dylan Hart's Brenda, but I like my matte black shades, so I'm going to be using that no matter what. Okay, well, I'm going to go and do eyeliner and put on some lashes and some highlighter and all that kind of stuff. So, final thoughts on this palette. Right off the bat, I want to say this is a 10 out of 10. This literally goes with... I know this sounds totally terrible. I kind of separate my makeup eyeshadow drawer by, like, high-end and drugstore. This is definitely high-end. Not because of the price, but because of the quality and the hard work that went into this. I know it's going to be a favorite of 2019 for me. And probably a favorite of January, which I'm going to be doing here soon. Month by month favorites. But yeah, there's a lot of hard work put into this. Yeah, I love it. Y'all are going to be seeing this in my Instagram feed for a while. Definitely tonight you're going to see a lot of it. And by the way, speaking of Instagram, you can go follow my Instagram and I'll give you a follow back. I have really exciting things coming up. There's a project that I'm working on. You can go ahead and come to my channel and hit subscribe and make sure you're notified when I'm putting videos out. I promise we are getting back to the usual routine. Just a little bit thrown off by the holidays. Let's just call January that period where we did videos but not the regular videos. So it was still fun. Thank you guys for watching. I'm still stoked that I got this. I am so excited. I wish I had the skin to like take pictures and then wipe it off and do another look and play around more. But my skin would probably fall off. So y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday and I will see y'all later. Love you so much. Bye.